We're joined today by Jo Ellen Litz. She is a Lebanon County Commissioner. The governor just announced today that on July 3rd, Lebanon will finally move to the green phase of reopening. Lebanon County was the last county to remain in the yellow phase, which is a little bit more restrictive. Do you think that the county is ready to move forward with this?
I know we're ready. We have a lot of good people in this community, and together we can do this.
Back in May, the two Republican county commissioners passed a resolution to advance the county to reopening to the yellow phase in advance of the governor's pace. Do you think that this contributed in any way to Lebanon County being the last county to move to the green phase?
There were numerous different things that contributed. I can't rule that out as one, but we also had at that time protests going on. We had the elections going on where people went out to vote. We also had a holiday in there. So all of these things together contributed to the uptick we saw of 2141 in a day, and now it's on the way down again, 10, 11, 6. So it's trending in the right direction.
Republican state lawmakers from the county's delegation had characterized the decision to keep Lebanon in the yellow phase as the last one as being a political decision. Do you think politics played any role at all?
I can't speak for those who participated on the other side. I just know that my decision was one where I thought about all of the things that I do to protect my health. I brush my teeth every day. I exercise. I try and eat healthy foods. I admit I like sweets too, but for the most part, I think we all try and do things that help to keep us healthy. And it's a proven fact that wearing masks helps to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. On top of that, if we social distance and we wash our hands, these are all things that are common sense issues in order to stay healthy and help others to stay healthy.
How would you describe the number of cases in Lebanon County right now?
Could you repeat that?
How would you describe the number, the level of coronavirus cases in Lebanon County at this time?
They're on the decline, and I think that that's a good thing.
What do you think needs to occur perhaps additionally to keep those numbers down?
What we can do to keep those numbers down is to wear a mask when we go into stores or restaurants. I'm not saying stay home. We want businesses to open. We want people to get back to their jobs. We want our economy to thrive, but we want to do it in the right way and to protect not just ourselves, but others. And that is by following the CDC guidelines, the recommendations from the Department of Health, and others in authority.
How is Lebanon County faring in access to state or federal recovery money?
The money, did you ask? Thank you. I think right now we're doing okay because we have citizens who take their duty to pay their taxes very seriously, and they are coming in. We did extend the time that they had to pay them in the discount period and the standard period. But on the other hand, they are coming in steadily, so we are able to keep up with expenses. We can't stop providing services to the most vulnerable citizens just because we're in a pandemic. We still have to investigate child abuse cases. We still have to take care of people with mental health or intellectual disability. We have a 911 center to run to dispatch fire, police, ambulance, and hazardous materials. So our job is one that we cannot walk away from. It goes on 24/7 most times.
Have you been able to assess how county businesses have fared in light of the coronavirus over the last few months?
The businesses are stressed and they're anxious to open, but they're also, I think they also know that if they do it without the right circumstances or rushing, that it could go the wrong way and then we'd be drawn back into red. None of us wants that. So by following the same guidelines that we're following as individuals, they can post no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. That's a very basic thing. They can set their tables 6 feet apart, and in the bathroom, maybe increase the number of times that that's sanitized in a day. I know the state parks are doing their toilets twice a day. So instead of cleaning them once a day, get in there twice a day and help to keep those germs in check.
What resources remain available for county businesses that may need some sort of financial assistance?
Well, number one, they too can delay when they pay their taxes, because that was not just for individuals, that was also for businesses. But we also are receiving $12.8 million in CARES funding. And in there is a component for businesses with 100 or less employees, where we will be able to provide some financial assistance for business lost. And our Economic Development Corporation is going to work with businesses over 100 employees. We have an element for nonprofits, and we have tourism in there, and I'm missing a category, I'm sure. But the point is, we have reached out in our community to organizations that have automatic membership lists and know who these people are familiar with what they go through on a daily basis. So the Chamber of Commerce is going to accept the applications for the businesses, and the EDC for the larger businesses will accept the applications, and the nonprofits will be accepted by the United Way. So we think we've chosen well-known and established entities in the community to help us with the process. They will compile lists, say these people met the criteria, submit it to the county commissioners. We will review that list, and then it'll be a yay or nay on our part to see that they get the funding. So we've tried to streamline it and make it as simple as possible and efficient for our businesses, so that they can, get people back to work and pay their bills as well.
As I mentioned already, Lebanon County moves to the green phase on July 3rd. What message do you have for residents and county businesses that may have been impatient regarding the pace of reopening?
Well, I know I try and patronize local businesses, and by patronizing local businesses, I think that helps to preserve jobs and the businesses themselves, so that we can all follow through with this. I do know that there is a workplace safety and a business safety order in place by the state. So we have to follow those guidelines. We want to make sure that we don't get slapped with any fines or, licenses withdrawn, or at the worst case scenario, you go back into red and have businesses closed completely. We don't want that. Again, we want businesses to survive. We want people to have jobs. We want our economy to thrive. And to do that, we have to work together as a team. So anybody who was, hesitating, please get on board and pass that message. Your employees have to wear masks, and the patrons have to wear masks. That's what the orders are right now.
Lebanon County Commissioner Jo Ellen Litz, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.